Smart Madu Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor was born at Abavo in Delta State of Nigeria in 1962 into signing an amalgamation, which was a genocide that has become a generational. So, because they were unlike terms to put together,
Commander, four-star General Michael Langley. Crazy stuff, Madu.
yes, crazy indeed. And the story of Black Scorpion, those who were able to escape into raft boats across the wild Mediterranean, where a lot of them get drowned and a few survive, and only to be held in Italy and other parts of Europe in concentration camps where they are fed dog food like animals. No, there's anger, widespread anger across Africa. And that is the reason why the dictators, the puppets that serve the interests of Imperial Europe are now shaky. And then they don't know what to do, but unleashing, hoping that that will be able to help them keep this ravaging and stampeding young people at bay. But I tell them, when a time like this has come, I don't see anything that can stop the people from having their way. It may be a little while before they can do it, but I see a mass revolution. What we are seeing in Burkina Faso, I believe, is a child's play to what is going to happen in Nigeria in perhaps no distant time. Yes, because Nigeria is the greatest obstacle to the liberation of Africa as we speak right now. Something got to happen in Nigeria for Africa to be truly liberated. And I see it happening because what we have in Nigeria is not of Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria was not made by Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria has no respect for Nigeria. What we have in Nigeria is a representative of the enemies of Nigeria and the African people. So I see, like a lot of other people are seeing, a huge, large-scale revolution, taking place in Africa. Ibrahim Traore is a symbol, and the African people are not joking with him, especially his peers. He's a young man, 37-year-old man, so vast in the history of Africa, and a lot of what is playing out that has led the continent to be an empire.
Duopoly, as I call it, the DoD equipment is then getting into the hands of Egypt, Morocco, and of course Kenya. And so this is the way to incite time, but also sort of a scary time for a revolutionary time, Madu, because it sticks and stones maybe against this net of satellites and surveillance and me with
crazy guy like you, man.
You got that one? You got that one?
Understanding that this was the same game of the past, the use of sanction to create insurrection from within. It's not happening. So the people are ready to sacrifice. I didn't quite like it because of the cold and the wind there. So on the base here, got married here in 1998 and started raising a family and have 3 children here. All 15, 20 years. I've been on this. And these children are so understanding of very, I don't know how to describe how happy, I am with the represented. So I'm amplifying their voice, because they didn't have represented. So I'm amplifying their voice, because they didn't have the kind of access to the media that I have right now. Now, I have the kind of access to the media that I have right now. Now, access to a lot of things that I had. So I am so happy that I am taking the S, and that is what I represent. So I would say, on the average, life has been all okay, good here. So I still have my family intact. Very great relationship with my children.
Colors books like Eduardo Galeano, and there are plenty of Africans and American Africans who've written about the hellhole that Africa had become because of.
First encounter we had when you were at El Paso, University of Texas at El Paso. That was where we first met. First encounter we had when you were at El Paso, University of Texas at El Paso. That was where we first met, and we heated it.
El Paso, Texas.
And we heated it.
El Paso, Texas, at the University of Texas, El Paso, where I was a part-time organizer, and all of a sudden.
And right from there, that English department, right, at the University of Texas at El Paso, that was where it all started. And then when you moved to Gonzaga, that was where it all started. And then when you moved to Gonzaga, and how they promote learning, and see publishers send brothers, we became brothers. Paul is a white man. I'm an African black man. So after his tenure at the University of Texas, El Paso, he moved to scheduled broadcast, hopefully not this time. God bless you guys, and have a great day. Bye for now.